Welcome to Therustygarage and Homestead. My name is Mike. Today's video, we're going to be talking about grapples, specifically the brand new design grapple from Stinger Attachments. So in this video, we're going to go over some specifications of this grapple, talk about the company some, and we are going to put this thing to work later on in the video so you guys can see how it works firsthand. And after checking this grapple out in person, I'm confident this will be the last grapple you'd ever need to buy. I'll explain more on that here in just a bit. All right, everyone, here it is. This is the 60-inch CROG. That stands for Compact Rock Grapple. And this thing, the fit and finish on this grapple is amazing. Welds are perfect, fit and finish is great. A lot of attention to detail on this grapple. Now this thing is made out of AR200 steel, which is a high quality premium steel versus your carbon steels. AR stands for abrasion resistance, so this is going to work out good for wear, tear, impacts, anything like that. This steel is going to hold up to it. Now they do offer this grapple all the way down to a 33-inch wide, all the way up to a 72-inch wide. And the 33-inch to 40-inch grapples all have a single grapple clamp in the center of them. The 48s to the 72-inch all have a dual independent grapple like this one here. Now Stinger Attachments is a U.S. company. They're located in Minnesota. When I talked to Brent at Stinger, he said that they use U.S. products to build their equipment. Pretty much everything on here, except for the cylinders, those are outsourced. Okay, let's look over some of this stuff. The tine spacing is 3-inch on center. Across there, that is a one-piece L shape of AR200 steel. This cutting edge up here is 3/8 plate. Your 33-inch wide grapple to your 60, they use a 3/16 tine. Your 66-inch wide to your 72 wide uses a 1/4-inch thick tine for the steel. The grapple arms, this is 3/8 plate. Everything's welded nice together. You can see some of these welds. That is a very, very pretty weld on this thing. Now the grapples themselves, they do have serrations up here on the front on both of them. And then here on the inside, you've got serrations here and on the side plates. These side plates are removable. You take out these 3 bolts, you can take your side plate off. So if you've got larger logs or anything like that, you can take these off and they'll be out of your way. Okay, and the cylinders, they do have cylinder stops located right here. Each grapple has 2 of them. So whenever you pick it up, it's going to bottom out right here and stop it. All the pivot points on here are greasable. You got one here, one back here, and this pivot shaft right here, you've got 2. One there and one right there on both sides. Now I did mention earlier that this would be the last grapple that you would ever need to buy. Let me explain that. So I've had multiple tractors. I had a 2-wheel drive TL 100 New Holland one time that had a skid steer quick attach loader on it, and that was the only tractor we had that had the skid steer quick attach at that time. That tractor's been long sold. I sold it a long time ago. So when I sold that tractor, the forks, the bucket, everything that was used on that loader got sent away with that tractor when it sold. Now we've got a 4-wheel drive TL 100 and a 50-horse Ford tractor. Both loaders are a quick connect. They're the bucket, and they're the same style, but they're different. I can't use the larger bucket on the smaller tractor because the loader width is different, so they won't work. But with this, Stinger Attachment has done something that I haven't seen anyone else do, and I think it's a really good idea. So let's just say I sold my TYM 2515H and I bought like a 3 Series John Deere. Well, everyone knows that the John Deeres have a proprietary quick attach on their loader. It's a good design, but you can't use a skid steer quick attachment on a John Deere because it just won't fit. Well, what Stinger Attachment has done is they've made these interchangeable. So there's 4 bolts in each side, 8 bolts total. You could pull this off, call Stinger Attachments, and have them send you a set of John Deere quick connects, and they'll bolt right up to this. So if you ever swap machines or anything like that in the future, you could keep your grapple and be able to use it on a different style of loader. They've got multiple different mounts. I'll throw up on screen some of the different mount options that they have for these, but that's a great idea because that is a huge pain. You spend your money on something like this, and then when the time comes and you go to sell stuff, you can't use it because you went a different direction on your machine. But that is a great idea. See the 2 bolts down low, 2 bolts up high. You just come in here, remove the nuts off of those. Those plates come off. You can put whatever kind of quick attach you want on it. Stinger Attachments has multiple ones for it. So I will include Stinger Attachments website down below, but you can go check out. I've looked at a lot of different grapples. This one, to me, is by far the best value. This is a lot cheaper than some of the other ones out on the market, and it's built with quality steel, and the fit and finish is great. But Stinger Attachments has been in business for around 20 years, and they make a wide range of different attachments for your tractors, skid steers, different things like that. They've got quite a bit of stuff, so go check them out. So when I had the opportunity to speak with Brent at Stinger Attachments, it was evident that they pride themselves on building a quality product at a value price. So I'm really excited to have this around. I've been told by several people that once you have a grapple on your tractor, it becomes your new favorite attachment, and it's more than likely going to live on the front of this machine for the most part. My favorite two attachments are on here right now, pallet forks, and I'm just looking at it, I can tell this is going to be my favorite attachment for the TYM 2515H. Now I will go ahead and throw the weights of the grapples up on screen. This one does weigh 445 pounds, which is fantastic. There's some grapples out there that weigh double of what this does, and all you're doing there is killing your loader capacity on your tractor. So for them being able to use quality steel that's lighter weight and stronger, it's allowing you to be able to use more of your capacity on your machine. On the grapple, when they are fully open, you've got 28 inches of clearance in between the rock bucket and the grapple. So Stinger Attachments does have a 2-year warranty on their products. They've got a great customer support. Before, during, after the sale, if you need anything, they're going to take care of you. They're not just going to sell you a product and then forget about you. Now on the hydraulic couplings, you can get flat face from them or the ag style like I've got here that'll fit on my third function. So when you call and order your grapple, you can get it set up however you want, so it's direct bolt-on on your machine. But let's take another look. We'll go around it and just kind of look everything over. All right, so the pins up here, they are bolted in. The hoses are neatly organized through here. They did grease it. You can see right there. A lot of companies won't take that extra step to go ahead and grease something for you before they send it to you. And that is a very catchy logo. I really like that. That's a logo that you can see out and immediately know what brand it is. Made in the USA. Changeable mounts. You got these hoses. Nice fit and finish. Clamp there, your T-connectors, more clamps. They put a wear sleeve where it's important, where you need it. Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to this. All right, enough rambling. I am ready to get this thing hooked up to the 2515H. So let's get it hooked up. It is a compact rock grapple, so the first thing we're going to try is pick up a big rock with it, see how it handles it, and then we're going to move out and probably do some brush, maybe a log, something like that. So stay tuned. Okay, let's latch this thing in. Go ahead and get our hoses pulled out. Get these laid right up here. This side latched in. I'm gonna go ahead and tilt this forward just to give us a little more room to get these third function hoses hooked up. Okay, so you got one male and one female. Male's gonna go right down here. And the female right here. I'm gonna start this thing, roll the bucket back, we'll look at the hoses, make sure everything's gonna have free movement. I don't foresee us having any issues, but it's not bad to go ahead and check. That's perfect. No issue. Plenty of hose. See, with it curled all the way out, you get plenty of room for it. All right, let's get this thing curled back up and try the third function out on the 2515H for the very first time. You can tell I was hitting the buttons. I was thinking something was broke. I could hear the solenoids engaging, but nothing was happening. Again, that is the first time we've used the third function on this thing. So it had air in it, but I've got it on both stops, and I think most of the air's out of it now. So, and yeah, let's take a look at it with the jaws open. All right, that looks good. That looks longer than 28 inches. But I wanted to go with the 60-inch because if you look down the side of the machine, that's pretty much in line with the tires. But I wanted the grapple to be as wide as the bucket because if you're going in to like pick up some treetop limbs, something, a tree cut down, whatever, picking up brush, I wanted it to be wide enough that you could drive up into it and not worry about driving on top of other limbs and stuff like that, like you would have to worry about if it was a little narrower. Well, I guess we should go ahead and break it in, scratch the paint on it. It looks really good right now, but yeah, this is a tool. It's meant to work, so you're going to scratch it up if you're using it. So Dustin and Brent, really appreciate you guys sending this out to me. We're going to get a lot of good use out of this for a variation of different tasks here on the farm. Okay, this rock here, this is a big one. That rock there is taller than our 28-inch open, so I'm going to try to get more of an angle on it and at least get one clamp on it, see if we can at least get it picked up. Okay, that's no fault of the grapple. That rock's just way too big. So there's some other ones over here. We'll get those ones picked up. Man, that rock is big. But you had pretty good control. I was wondering if they were going to be real fast or extremely slow or anything like that. More so I was worried about them being too fast, but the speed on those grapple is perfect. I was able to reach down, pick up this one rock, and you can see we set it right here on top. Okay, well, it is going to take me a little bit to get this attachment figured out, but I'm pretty confident that we're going to get a lot more of it figured out the more we use it. We've got some old limbs and stuff from a recent tree that we cut down. So let me set you guys up over here and let's see See how well it handles some of this stuff. That stuff was a little rotten, so let's try to find a little better candidate. I've got another one over here. Part of it's looking rotten too. We'll see. I'll see if I can come in here and get some of this brush and stuff. And I think if you were going to be picking up logs pretty regular and wanting to scoop them up, you would want to remove those side covers right there so you could get up under the log. I'm only able to get into it so far, and then those edges start, you know, protruding up, so it's kind of pushing on the log also. This is a blackjack oak, and a lot of those limbs intertwine real bad, so that's why that one kind of looked a little goofy. But I'm going to try to have it tilted down and grapple this stuff that way instead of pushing up underneath it. Yeah, that worked out pretty slick. I think a lot of it just depends what you're using it for. There's some other rocks down by the new pond. I want to go test it out on those as well, just because that wasn't really a fair fight, just because of the rock was bigger than the opening. But let me move this over, and then we'll go down and look at those rocks. And then I've got a hickory log, a recent cut down. We'll look at picking it up as well. I think we're going to have to curl it over and kind of do the same thing we did here. So we got several of these sandstones here. I think I'm going to try to scoop them up, a couple of them, and see how that works. And then we'll try to just pick some up like that one back there, see if I can just stick it down there, and we'll just see how graceful I can be with this grapple. Just want to see how well it hangs on to it. Definitely not bad. I'm going to try to just set it down on top of this other one right here. I'm down here by the pond. We've gotten a ton of rain. It's a little soft. That did pretty good once I got that cutting edge down below it. Yeah, it worked out real good. Okay, I think I'm going to try to set it on top of this one. And then, yeah, we've got some logs around here. We'll try it on some tree trunks and see how that does for us. I'm about as delicate as a bull in a china cabinet, but it's working. I'll figure out the finesse on it. The more I use it, the more the easier it'll get on me and you. I won't pain you to watch this. Okay, I'm not sure if it's going to pick this up or not, but we're going to try. It's fairly decent diameter. Well, you know, Mr. Jeremy. Well, this is a fresh blowdown. It is, I don't know how much good wood's in it, but it's pretty long. We'll see if we can pick it up, but this may weigh a little too much, but let's see. Well, I can't pick it up, but I can move it. All right, everyone. Really impressed with this thing. It did a good job. That last tree we tried to pick up, that was just that was too heavy. I was actually surprised that the tractor was moving it, but it wouldn't pick it up and it wouldn't curl it. So that tells me it's pretty heavy. But I still have a learning curve on this. I'll get better the more I use it. But we'll be using this thing quite a bit coming up. But everyone, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you think it did. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you taking time to watch the video, and we'll see you in the next one.